We don't own the rights. Shout out to the Yaga movement for Breeze. That's on Saturdays, 2 to 4 p.m. RadioPhoenix.org.
Yaga.
Yaga, Yaga. Yeah, we don't own the rights.
Nothing.
We don't own the rights to Kenny sleeping either.
3 o'clock come early every morning.
Yes, it does. I'm actually glad I can work at 6 now, not 4.
Right.
But, we on? No. Almost. Oh. You haven't heard the Cleveland song, huh?
Hmm?
You haven't heard the Cleveland song, huh?
Nah.
Oh, I'm gonna put it on later. Oh, it's the funniest shit ever in history.
Ooh. Eagles about to score again.
Oh, they going back and forth, huh?
It's tied 27-27.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah, they got the ball on the 3-yard line. Touchdown.
Real shit, you can mark my words. 85 colors, I'll make my swerves. Besides chicken laws, take what's yours.
Alright, we back. Mark my words. Sports show. Second
Philly
hour.
just scored a touchdown.
And the score is
33-27.
27. Fourth quarter. We going back and forth.
Yes, indeed.
We got us a quarterback duel right now.
Actually, a running back duel right now.
Aaron Rodgers, 21 for 31, 312 yards and 2 touchdowns. Carson Wentz, 15 for 24, 151 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Both no interceptions.
Ooh.
You got Sanders, 10 carries for 71 yards. Aaron Rodgers is their top rusher with 3 carries for 21 yards. Wow.
Well, Jamal Williams got knocked out the game. First hit, the first one.
Wow.
So,
are we going to see this for the next few years?
With who?
As far as Carson Wentz and not just Aaron Rodgers, but Carson Wentz and any top quarterback he plays against. Whether it's Dak Prescott, whether it's if he goes against Patrick Mahomes, if he goes against Jared Goff, if he goes against Russell Wilson in the NFC. Go ahead.
Are we saying Dak Prescott a top quarterback?
What I'm saying is, are we going to see the best of Carson Wentz against the best competition? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I say. I want to see Carson Wentz against KC because right now KC is kind of like your standard, basically where you're at as your quarterback of your team. So I won't say New England because Tom Brady, but I feel like Tom Brady. I think the machine is more of a factor than Tom Brady is.
Well, let's look at it like this: the new generation of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's probably the top tier of the new generation quarterbacks. Him,
And
Patrick Mahomes,
Lamar.
Well, I would say he's a newer quarterback.
Lamar, people are sleeping on
I
Lamar.
would say, well, I would say in generational standpoint, he's the newest one. Him, your boy right here from the Cardinals.
Nah.
Kyler Murray. Well, as far as that class is concerned, you got that class there this past couple years. But Carson Wentz has been here a few years. Jared Goff, he's in that. Jared Goff, even kind of Josh Rosen, Patrick Mahomes. He sat a whole year, and that obviously benefited him, just like Aaron Rodgers did back in the day.
True, but Aaron Rodgers sat behind.
Of course,
arguably the greatest quarterback of Brett Favre. You have a point. You have a valid point. I'm just not so.
What I'm saying is, when you have an offense that drops passes, bad protection, are we going to see Carson Wentz step above all that and carry that team to victory? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an Aaron Rodgers, like a Ben Roethlisberger. You know what I mean? Teams like players like that, can he make it to that next level? They went to the Super Bowl, but that was with, that was the backup.
He got hurt though. He
Exactly.
got hurt scoring a touchdown.
That's
He got
true.
hit in the knee. It was a freak injury.
But Kenny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you see Carson Wentz stepping up to that challenge? Let's say second round of the playoffs.
I'm not going to say that because he's got to stay healthy. And once he shows me that he can stay healthy, then we can start throwing him in that mix of that
That's the only
conversation.
issue. You got to stay healthy.
Right. I feel you.
And we got to see Dak carry a team without Ezekiel. Because honestly,
we just got to see Dak play.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. You got to see Dak play without Ezekiel. And if you take away 21,
that's true, yeah.
we'll see what Dak is made of.
And I think that's the main reason why Dak Prescott hasn't got paid yet. Because you have to see him, I would say more than one season, maybe more than 2 seasons. He may not get a deal till they franchise him twice. They may franchise him.
He'll get a deal because look who his owner is.
All right. OC now
We
himself.
know. Yeah.
Now, if it was Steven, yeah, I'll be with you franchising. But as long as your daddy is running the show, if you say, I want money, Jared going to give you money. Period.
Right. Now, let's switch gears. We're going to get off the NFL right now to something we've been talking about since we started this show. NCAA FBI scandal with the Adidas. You have some. Oh yeah. Oh, you haven't heard about the NCAA FBI scandal? It's been going on since
2017.
Yeah, 2017, 2016, 2015. The FBI has brought down a lot of people.
Free Chuck Person.
Chuck Person's involved. He didn't. You had Book. You had Shawn Miller of U of A.
Yeah.
And now you have one of the bigger fish that's going to fry. I've talked about that it may be Coach K. But here's the thing. David Vanetti tried. You know what I mean? He tried to bring up Nike and Duke and Zion Williamson getting paid. And we was on the show. We was like, first 5 minutes of the show, it broke that Vanetti was trying to implicate Duke and Zion getting paid, paying him.
But look where Vanetti is at now with his situation.
But here's the thing. Nike shut that down. Nike's a conglomerate.
Yeah.
Nike's powerful. Adidas, not so much. They player, their people was running amok in the AAU circuit. What I'm bringing up is the fact that now you have Kansas being charged with lack of institutional control by the NCAA.
Poor Les Miles.
With Bill Self.
Poor Les Miles.
With Bill Self as
this is basketball.
the main. Yeah, this is
Oh,
this is NCAA basketball
okay.
with Bill Self as the main focus right now. NCAA has given Kansas 90 days to respond to the charges, and they know that it is already clear an initial review that the university will fiercely dispute the detail, much of what have been presented.
I don't think nothing's going to happen in this situation. I think.
Well, here's the thing. You have LSU coach who got fired because of the allegations that some of his players were getting paid.
Yeah.
Okay? You have a player here. His name is...
You talking about the one at U of A? Or
No,
ASU?
this is right here at Kansas.
Uh-huh.
You have a player at Kansas who had got paid. He actually didn't play all of last season because of the allegations. He fought those allegations and won, and now he's going to play this next upcoming season. Okay?
I don't think it's not going to do anything. Because right now, I feel like the NCAA is scrambling for something. Because they started to see that people are getting hip to the game. The fact that they're a non-profit and basically they can do whatever they want. Now you're starting to see some of these players, especially in basketball, some of these kids now are taking another route. Now, granted, people can say whatever you want to say about the Ball family, but now you looking at LaMelo. You're looking at LaMelo basically being a potential number one draft pick in 2020.
Right. Now here's the thing. Last October was the trial where James Gatto, an ex-Adidas executive, he had got caught up and tried, and now he's in prison. So he he was one of the ones that approved $20,000 payment to Sylvia De Sousa, his guardian, that he played, to play for Kansas.
Yeah.
Okay? Got caught up. Last season he didn't play because of it. He fought those charges. Won the charges. Now he's eligible to play this season. Now, the thing about this is with Kansas is it's going to take a long time. 9 days, that's 3 months. That's going to be until January, maybe February, close to the tournament, right?
Right.
You're not going to hear nothing about this. They're going to lock this down. You're not going to hear nothing about it until after the season. Right now, Kansas, as one of the top recruiting classes, they're one of the teams that maybe, go to the win the national championship this year. Okay, you have players like DeAndre Ayton from Arizona, who Gasnola provided $15,000 to. Okay, that's being swept under the rug. DeAndre Ayton's family denied it, right?
Sure.
So coming back to this, you have Shawn Miller, who's denied it at the end of last season. Now you have Kansas being hit with lack of institutional control. That's basically one step before the death penalty. And this is what me and Kenny was talking about, is the fact that if you hit these teams with the death penalty, one team gets the death penalty, this all stops, right?
Not necessarily, because, look what happened to SMU.
That was back in the 80s, of course.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is right now, how it's looking, my thing is, if the NCAA does that, this makes it look like the NCAA is sweeping everything under the rug, because they're the ones that put a blind eye to what's going on. They're the ones that are letting the AAU circuit do what it's doing. You know what I mean? And they're acting like, oh, we don't have nothing involved with that. But you will take the players, you will not pay them, and on top of that, you're going to turn a blind eye when the FBI comes knocking at your door. Oh, then you're going to start, handing out all these fines and sanctions and death penalties. Question is, when is everyone going to look at the NCAA of their lack of institutional control and stop messing with them?
I think it's starting right now with, I think Northwestern started off with their situation where now basically they can pay their players or pay the students for paying any schools, any sports there. California just basically passed a bill that NCAA is trying to get under wraps right now, where basically they're trying to put a halt to paying for these kids for their likeness.
Paying players.
Now
right.
you got this situation going on, and I think before I came here, I think if I'm not mistaken, Georgia Tech got hit with something too.
They actually did. Lacks of institutional control.
So
Go ahead.
No, I mean cut you off, but yeah. So right now, NCAA they're trying to find anything to basically show that they're dominant. But I say by 2021 or 2022, it's going to be a come to an end with the NCAA, because now these schools and these people are getting hip to the game. Like you guys aren't. I mean, we understand that you build a foundation, but everybody's not basically hip to that.
The thing is, and what they're really trying to do, when you turn a partner, teams are partnered with these shoe companies, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, they're trying to change the law to turn Adidas into a booster.
Yeah.
And now, when you do that, that opens up for violations for everybody, for Adidas, for the players, for the coaches. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Candace just re-up for another 10-year deal with Adidas.
Yep.
You have teams like Arizona State, UCLA, and other these teams have multi-year deals with them, millions and millions of dollar deals that you allow. You allow this. This is fine with you. But as soon as you find out that these agents and these so-called recruitment, people from Adidas and Nike are going around poaching these players, you got to wash your hands of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would say once the AAU circuit, which this is never going to happen, is cleansed, it's always going to run amok.
Nah, because AAU is a clique. So I mean, when you got NBA stars, kids teaming up, and now here's a new thing now, where now they're only teaming up in AAU. Now they're teaming up in basically in high school now. Because now you got Sierra Canyon, where you got Kenyon Martin's son, Scottie Pippen's son, LeBron James' son, and Dwayne Wade's son, all on one squad. I mean, that chemistry carry over to AAU to that high school. So now it's going to get trickled down to the high school, where now you got all these star players going to be basically trying to go to that one school, because that one school got more recognition than this school. So everything's going to be a ripple effect. Somebody going to take the hit. We just don't know who's going to be.
What do you think of Jim Harbaugh and Ohio State?
What do you mean? You talk about
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
With Ohio State?
Yeah. Switching up and going over there.
No.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
So
that's not gonna happen. That's just because they was trying to act. What's the name on Saturday? If what's that boy's name? The Myers to go check coach of Michigan, and he was saying no, because right now with that situation, USC is looking for another head coach and also an AD. So now they got what's the name Myers linked to going to USC after he left Ohio State.
Okay, we're going to talk about that on the other side of this break. Program is supported financially by the Womack Cocktail Lounge, 5749 North 7th Street in Phoenix. The Womack has dining, dancing, eclectic live bands, and vintage playlists. Open 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. daily. The Womack.us and the Womack on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be right back with more Mark on World Sports Show.
Damn, I got to drive all the way to Casa Grande. I'm tired as hell.
Yeah, I see that, brother. That's about a good 45-minute drive. Where you at in Casa Grande?
In the sticks, bro. By Highway 8.
All right, is your exit Florence or McCarthy? Florence? Are you making a left or a right?
I'm making a right. I'm by old Casa Grande, the old shopping center.
Okay.
You know how that old food city is, like it belonged in the 80s?
Yeah.
I'm right down the street from it. But I'm out there, though.
I know exactly where you are.
By the Walmart distribution center.
Yeah.
question. None of that. Big Ward.
Jordan Howard, 3 touchdowns, guys. We'll come back on right now. Alright. Mark My Word Sports Show. Obviously, you know who that is.
R.I.P. Nipsey.
Right.
Marathon continues.
So, we're going to start something new. And this segment, we're going to start it every week till the end of the year, because I've been seeing all these debates and everything about who's the best players of the past decade, right? So I want to highlight every week a player, and then highlight another player who can be the next in the next 10 years, the next best player of the next 10 years, you know, all the sports. So my first one is, it's her birthday today, would surprise me, and one of the greatest of all time. Now, her decade, from 09 to 19, Serena Williams, 14 Grand Slams, a 2012 gold medal, 7 double titles, in the top 10 for 10 years straight. In that 10-year span, she was in the top 3 for 8 years. 4th player in history to be in the top 10 at 38. You know, today's her birthday. And the oldest player to have a #1 ranking when she was 35. And all that, she won the French Open while 2 months pregnant. Something I don't think nobody's done. Now, there's other women that are moms that won championships in tennis. But her all-time having 23 Grand Slams and on the verge to try to break that record. She obviously stands alone as most likely the best women's tennis player of all time. Probably the top 5 athlete of this generation, of this century, this young century, and most likely the top, I would say, 3 athlete in this decade. So,
and the person that don't get the most recognition because of her,
because she's a woman.
Yeah, she's a woman, and then of course, not only she's a woman,
she's a black woman.
She's a black woman. Not only a black woman. Not only a black woman, but a black woman that's basically built not like your average woman. So they try to find ways to tear her down. And
also an unapologetically black woman.
That part too.
So what I want to do, you know, shout her out. Happy birthday, Serena.
Happy birthday, Serena.
I want to talk about the next player out there, the next, who could be most likely her, I would say replacement, but the next is Naomi Osaka from Japan. Actually, half Japanese, half Asian. half Haitian, right? She won, I think it's 2 Grand Slams right now at 17 years old.
Yep.
Don't forget Coco Golf.
Yeah, Coco Golf as well.
And Sloane Stephens.
Right, and she's right now in the top 5 of the world rankings right now. Yes, she's not number 1, number 2. She's not. She's in the top 5. The U.S. Open, she lost that first round. Serena did lose as well.
To that Russian chick, right? No.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So I would say the next 10 years for Naomi is going to be something epic. I don't see her breaking. I don't see her breaking these all-time records, but I would say she's going to win. I would say she's going to win the Grand Slam. She's going to win all 4 of them. Maybe not in a row like Serena did. She did the Serena Slam. Remember, she won 4 Grand Slams in a year. That was in 2013.
True.
Naomi, Coco, I would say they're next up.
That's very true.
You know, and next week we're gonna talk about another player. You know what I mean? Either Tom Brady, LeBron James. You have Bryce Harper out there. You have Mike Trout. Well, I was top players in the past 10 years from 2009 to 2019.
Yeah, I don't think Bryce Harper top 15. I don't think he's top 15.
I'm not ranking them though. What I'm saying is, let's highlight any players. You look at the stats, see where they're at, and we're gonna call them out. So, not gonna say who next week, but talk about who's the next one. So, where we at now? Okay. What's the score of the game,
Right now it's 34-27 with 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. In the second and 10, Aaron Rodgers just overshot Devontae Adams. Right now, Devontae Adams, they're showing him limping on the sidewalk. On the sidelines right now, like he rolled his ankle when he got tackled in the third quarter. So right now he's a little bit banged up and grabbing his foot. So something's going on with Devontae Adams. So right now, Phillies up, Eagles fly, 34-27 with 4 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, another player we didn't talk about that much is Melvin Gordon, who actually came back.
Ended the 64-day holdout.
He came back, and do you guys think he came back too early, or was that the right time?
I think he didn't save his money right.
Yeah.
That's why he came back too early, right?
I didn't understand. I mean, I get his holdout because he wants money, but my thing is I'm not understanding why are you coming back early and what is your reason? I mean, Kenny, you could be right. You didn't save your money right.
Basically.
Or basically you wasn't, the market for you, what you thought your market wasn't what it is. And then, of course, LA's not going to trade you to Philly what Philly was offering, before the season started. So he realized that he's not that guy that he thought he was in his head. I mean, you're not Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
The thing about you haven't played a full season when you haven't been hurt.
Right. And that shows you there's players who can hold out and there's players who can't. We've seen all the players that can hold out, the Ezekiel Elliott's, Le'Veon Bell, the things that Antonio Brown did, other players in the past that held out, but when it doesn't work, it really doesn't look good at all. At all. And the thing about it is it's the Chargers. And we know the Chargers don't pay anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's a lot. It's so many players that do hold out because they don't get what they're worth. And they end up leaving. Exactly. So it is a bad look for Melvin Gordon, but we'll see what happens.
I'll pose a question, since we're speaking of the Chargers. I want y'all, honestly, let me ask y'all two the question. In y'all humble opinion, you think Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
It's close.
It's close?
It's close. I mean, we talked about this last week about Eli Manning. Is he Hall of Famer? Because that's one of the biggest debates going to go on.
He is, because he has 2 iconic moments.
Yeah.
He beat New England when they was undefeated.
Yeah.
And then he beat them again with the iconic, not only with the helmet catch, but also that little shoulder fade to Manningham.
Yeah.
So he has 2 iconic things that basically, besides Philly, he's the only person that beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl when it matters the
No,
most.
that's true.
So therefore, you have to give it to him because there's people in the Hall of Fame for less.
Right.
So.
But on top of that, there's going to be a lot of naysayers saying he should not belong. Now, is he a first ballot or not? Then that's the question.
No.
But that's the question for Phillip Rivers as well. Is he a first ballot or not as well?
No.
No, he's not. No.
Hey,
if he won a championship, yeah, he is.
Hey, Billy Anderson just chimed in right now, and he said the holdout was dumb. He's still on his rookie deal. Chargers don't have to do anything when you're on. And you're exactly right, Billy. You don't have to do anything on that rookie deal. Just like Dak Prescott.
And Ezekiel. No, Dak Prescott, his deal's up at the end of this year. Zeke, he had 2 more years left on his rookie deal. And all they did was, honestly, they just gave him a huge extension.
That's the knee-jerk reaction coming from Jerry Jones.
Bingo.
Jerry Jones seen him in Cabo, and he's like, I don't want him to get lost, come back home.
Bingo. That's all it is.
And then Dak Prescott's a company man. You don't got to do anything with a company man.
Nah.
He's going to do what you tell him to do.
Yeah.
And Ezekiel is not the company man. That's what it is.
And honestly, when people was throwing my hat in the fire, like, you triple, you paid Ezekiel. I'm like, but no, here's my thing. If I'm owning the team, and of course I got a modern day throwback running back, but my running back can't stay out of trouble off the field, you got to show me. You got to have a show me improving season, where basically you go through one season without your name in the headlines since you've been in the league. Since you left Ohio State, you've been in the headlines for off-season issues.
And Billy Anderson again.
Not since you left. Why you at Ohio?
Hey, check this out. Billy Anderson make a great point again. Austin Eckler is doing a good job right now for the Chargers.
And that's another reason why he's coming back. Yeah, Austin Eckler is running it up. Yeah,
because we know what happens with running backs. As soon as another one comes in, bye-bye.
Yeah, you heard today.
You're gone. You're going to get cut. Yeah. And we're going to get cut right now. We got to go to break. We'll come right back. More Mark My Words Sports Show.
So, Mark mine.
Philly going to win this game.
Hey, thanks, Billy.
Thanks, Billy.
Mr. Anderson.
Community, nonprofit, and volunteer radio is supported by a donation from Heltz Lumber Company, Inc., with several decades' history of community involvement in Arizona. Thank you, HeltzLumber.com.
All right, y'all, that's me going live on Instagram. And here's support my brother radio show. Tune into Mark My Words on YouTube or Facebook. Chime in, any questions for me, or hit me up. I can see the link. I'll let you know where y'all at. Again, it's Mark My Words. Wayne and Kenny.
Maybe somebody out there might really
need it. Chime in, computer that came in.
Listed card yours not working,
Shout
then
out
go to
to
www.radiophoenix.org and call them at 877-919.
That is true, Billy. If there's no Austin Eckler, they're forced to play him.
South Mountain High School.
Dad, this is fun. I didn't think I liked kayaking.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I think it's time to head back in.
Okay. Can we come back?
Sure. Hey, be careful getting out of the boat.
It's a kayak, Dad.
I'm going to return the kayak.
Right.
Can we walk home?
How about a taxi?
It's a short fare from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Hey, I'm Contra Brown. Join me here on Radio Phoenix for Hip Rock Nation. The show airs Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. and features an eclectic soundtrack of alternative rock, electronic, dance, neo-soul, and progressive hip-hop music from the United States and around the world. In addition to the music, I spotlight emerging artists and cultural leaders, and from time to time, take the show on the road. So remember Hip Rock Nation, Saturdays from 6 to 9, here on Radio Phoenix.
자, 들어갔어요. 센터 쪽으로 갑니다. 오중간으로. 유현재 통산 첫 번째 홈런이라고 합니다. 오늘은 그날인데요. 다저 스타디움에서 유현진이 드디어 쏘아 올렸습니다.
That was Young Jin Ryu with his first.
I
apologize, diehard Dodger fan. Hen Jin, what they call him, the monster hen or something like that. Jin Ryu that was the Korean version of his first home run.
You know, we always spotlight the European.
My question to you, Kenny, is as a fellow diehard Dodger fan, do you think the Dodgers going to re-up him at the end of the season?
Yeah, we're going to win it all.
All right.
Hey, but now, that's a team on the upswing, you know. Number 1 seed throughout the playoffs.
Go Diamondbacks.
And
right
but
to the
one of, I would say
stand.
the most disappointing team is the Phillies. The Phillies got knocked out of the playoffs by the team that let their best player go. Okay? So you have the Nationals knocking out the Phillies out of the playoffs. They get their wild card spot. And Bryce Harper, the $300 million man, is now on the outside looking in. When in the beginning of the season, everybody was penciling the Phillies in to make it, not just in the playoffs, but make it deep in the playoffs. Kenny, you are the one who actually called it first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I call a lot of things.
And when Bryce Harper was hurt, it was like, okay, the Phillies aren't making it anywhere. You know what I mean? On top of that, you have another $300 million man, Manny Machado. Now, they have some players around that team in San Diego, but that's another team that wasn't going to go anywhere really either.
San Diego.
No, San Diego is actually going to be a threat within the next 2 years to the whole league. I promise you. They
are they going to be a threat?
Yeah,
let's pull up their standings. You said San Diego going to be a threat, right?
Yeah, pull up the standings.
San Diego is as much of a threat.
Spraying the germs away.
San Diego is as much as a threat as the Diamondbacks.
Now,
the Diamondbacks know because they are incompetent.
Now,
but San Diego is 70
okay,
and 89,
yeah, right
and we are 103 and 56.
Now, well, hold on. Check this out.
It's going to be Atlanta and San Diego are going to be the Dodgers' new nemesis. I promise you. And Atlanta's here now.
I said Milwaukee.
Hey, Atlanta's here right now, bro. Be afraid of Ncaa. That dude can play baseball.
Okay, check this out. We're going to go with the National League right now. So you have, they're set. National League playoffs is set yet. The Braves, the Nationals, St. Louis, and the Brewers, and the Dodgers with the best record in the National League. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be the Nationals in Milwaukee in that wild card game. Who do you have in that wild card game? Now,
who is it?
Milwaukee.
Should be Milwaukee. Now, I'm reminding you, after Milwaukee's best player goes down, they go on a huge winning streak. They're 9-1 in their past 10 games. This game, I see Milwaukee winning that game, but do you see Nationals, who's also on a hot streak, squeaking out a win?
I see the Nationals because they got the best pitching staff.
I'm going with Milwaukee.
Well, hold on, I'll take that back. Milwaukee got a mean.
Yeah, they got Mr. Hader.
Josh Hader.
Yeah, Josh Hader. That boy, he was putting us down. So Milwaukee gonna win that. Cause Nationals, Nationals, but I'm surprised they actually made it to the postseason. Me personally. But.
Now in the American League, you have Oakland and I think it was Oakland and. I just seen it right now. Hold on. Oakland and Tampa Bay have the wild card.
I'm right.
2 wild card games. Who do you guys, if they would make it right now to that wild card game?
I'm rolling with the Cali team. I'm going with Oakland.
I'm going with Oakland too because it's the Cali team. But at the same time, being realistically, I think Tampa Bay, if I'm not mistaken, owns Oakland.
Yeah.
So I think, the fan in me says go with Oakland, but the common sense in me say go with Tampa Bay. So I'm conflicted, so therefore I don't even have an opinion.
They're a half game back on each other. So that's going to be a really close game right there. We talked about who is going to go against if the Dodgers make it. Will it be the Yankees or Houston? Now, we just talked about this before the show started.
I'm going with the Yankees. It'll wash my mouth.
But you guys say you guys are scared of Houston. Why?
Pitching.
That's it. We don't care about their hitting. We can subdue their hitting.
We can hit too.
It's just the pitching.
Well, y'all French. Y'all are French, huh? Y'all came from Paris?
Yeah, Paris.
Paris? Oui.
Yeah, we.
I see y'all. Yes, y'all. LA'd out, Dodgered out. Yeah, we got the Yankees jersey as well. But Vex is in the building. Basement Tapes is up next with the coldest throwback Knicks hat on. That is just that's an amazing Knicks hat. But these diehards. These diehards.
Are you a Knicks fan?
He's not a Knicks fan. He's from Pittsburgh.
I just like the hat.
That's the hat.
My city ain't got no teams.
Man, that hat is nice.
No
but as far as the Yankees, Houston, the AL is concerned, the Yankees right now are finally 100%.
We are pulling for
Aaron Judge is 100%. You have Luis Severino is finally healthy. Not a number one ace as the Dodgers aces.
Walker Buehler.
But yes, we know.
Ncaa gonna hit another home run.
But at the same time, do you think the Indians make squeak in there?
Yeah.
Can the Twins squeak in there? They just got 300 home runs and broke the record now.
What happened with the Twins? The Twins, where are they at?
The Twins are going to be in the playoffs.
They
clinched the Central.
Yeah.
Houston clinched the West.
Click on
and the Yankees has clinched the East.
Go to the top. Click on the wild card.
Yeah, the wild card is Oakland and Tampa Bay. That's the top wild card.
How far back is Cleveland?
2 games.
What about Boston?
12.
Yeah,
Boston is eliminated. Boston is eliminated. They've been eliminated. Their GMs got fired the other day. Yes.
Sheesh. After they won the World Series last year?
Well, they was talking about him going back to Cleveland, and he said he has no interest. I mean, not Cleveland, but Cincinnati. I mean, Chicago. And he said he has no interest in going back to Chicago.
And the thing is,
Cashman is just a free agent. The Dodgers should get him.
Well, here's the thing. When you go from having the best pitching, the best hitting, you win the World Series, Mookie Betts is an MVP, you have David Price dealing like he was supposed to, a Cy Young award candidate, and then the next season you fall off and you're basically 19 games back of the AL East where you won, you know what I'm saying, where you won the AL East last season. Yeah, some heads are going to roll. You know what I mean? Someone's going to get fired.
This is the second time. I'm sorry about that, Dwayne. This is the second time the Schefter came out. The first one was for Jamal Williams with Green Bay.
What happened?
So right now they got the whole Phillies squad is on the field because it looks like there's a apparent neck injury or something. There's 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the ball game. Green Bay is on, I want to say, the 10-yard line. Everybody checking the knee.
34-27.
And
well, hopefully that the player is.
Let me see if I can rewind it a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I can actually. All right. So let's see what happened here.
We live right now, Mark My Words Sports Show. Go on all social media platforms to follow us, and go on new platforms. We're on Anchor.fm and Spotify, so you guys support that. Click it up. You know what I'm saying? Listen on there.
I have a question for you. Who do you think will win the battle of LA, Clippers or Lakers?
I'm going with the Lakers.
I am too, but there's a big but though.
They got Paul George. Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? But speaking of that,
he's moving his
legs. His legs is moving.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Who's the player right there that was hurt?
Let's see. Looks like
Blunt. Oh.
Bing.
Is that a helmet? The helmet right there.
That's
Aaron
friendly
Rodgers.
fire. That's friendly fire.
With a catch.
Bing, his own teammate.
Yes, it is. Against a teammate, helmet to helmet against a teammate, and Maddox goes down on a helmet to helmet against his own teammate.
He's out cold.
Oh, he just knocked out.
That's concussion protocol right there. Straight concussion protocol.
He died.
But thing is though, they still doing this.
What's that?
That's the same play.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They still got the strip. Yeah, see.
If he's moving his extremities, Hopefully he's all right.
This is why my son's at.
A minute left in the game.
Yeah, Juju ain't
You
playing
know,
no
you
football.
see Carson Wentz with his head down, shaking his head. You know, hopefully the guy's all right. All right, let's move on real quick.
Okay.
We got 10 minutes. We got 15 minutes left in the show. Talking about the Lakers real quick and the Clippers. I seen, you're not gonna like this. I seen Kobe and Kawhi Leonard in practicing together.
So why would I like that?
Game. Well, he's giving game to the
It's LA,
to
baby.
the team, the other team.
It's LA. It doesn't matter.
But you know what Kobe is right now? It seems like Kobe's becoming a coach. He has his kids, his daughter, and his daughter's team balling right now.
Yeah, they're going to
with the Mamba mentality thing and the Mamba Academy or whatever.
Here's the funny thing. I just saw a video clip of Shaq's daughters.
Oh yes, I did.
And
yo, one of them looked like they could dunk. Oh my God, yeah, crazy.
And the crazy thing about it, somebody said it'd be funny to see Kobe's daughters and
Shaq's daughters.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's crazy.
But the thing is, though, Shaq daughters would dominate because them girls about my size.
Now, Kobe's daughter?
She's
a
a hooper.
Ball. See, if anybody want to see, go to ballislife.com.
She's a hooper.
Man,
she's
handles, and it's not just her; it's the whole team. The whole team got handles because of him. I mean, you know how obsessive he is. I was listening to him on a Knucklehead podcast.
Yeah, did you see the Ron Artest one?
No, I didn't. I just caught this one, the first one of the new season, and
go check out the Ron Artest one.
What's
it about?
He goes, well,
it's just like this podcast.
Yeah, it's Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson. They have a podcast called Knuckleheads Podcast, and they just talk basketball
and behind the scenes
and behind the scenes stories about basketball. And Kobe goes in.
With Charlotte Hornets?
Right.
Oh, what they did to him? Oh,
yeah.
my God.
But what he said about George Karl is priceless. When he said when he said in the All-Star game, George Karl was the
interception.
coach. And remember back when it was Jordan versus Kobe, that game, the All-Star game, and George Karl took him out in the whole fourth quarter. He said because of that was the reason why Denver Nuggets never made it past the first round, because he said every time he's seen them in the playoffs, he's shutting them down. He's not personally, he said he's personally going to make sure that Denver never makes it past them in the playoffs. And it's crazy how it's that Mamba mentality, right?
I was tripping off what Charlotte did to him in the draft. He was like, "Yeah, we have no use for you anyway, so we're gonna trade you."
Right.
I'm like, what?
No use for one of the greatest players of all time.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Even though Eddie Jones to me personally was a better player than Kobe.
But you gotta think about this. Those are teams that don't see past and what's in front of them. Sam Bowie, remember with Sam Bowie with the Trailblazers.
Well,
and then once again, Greg Oden.
Exactly.
Well, see, Sam Bowie, he was just hurt. If you take away them injuries, I think they would have had at least a ring, at least.
No.
Or maybe got to maybe. Sam Bowie, Clyde Drexler.
The look on Kenny's face is
Ron Kersey.
The look on Kenny's face is a meme right now.
Kevin Duckworth.
Really?
Portland had a squad.
Really?
If Sam Bowie was there, if he didn't have that freak leg injury, you can look at me funny all you want to, but
I'm just letting you talk, man.
Hey, I'm just saying, Sam, don't sleep on. Yeah, granted, Sam Bowie. Sam
man,
Bowie.
I snored on Sam Bowie.
We sitting here. I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice.
I mean, you can say the same thing about Patrick Ewing.
Oh well, I think he's garbage. So,
okay. We're not gonna have no Patrick Ewing blasphemy on this show. Where we go from Kobe to
I was there.
Patrick
Remember?
Ewing.
I watched.
Was there too.
I know. I was there. I watched him shoot them out of the game.
We're going a little bit too long. We're going a little too long right now.
I watched them shot them.
We gotta cut that.
He was terrible.
All right. Well, what we gotta do right now is.
Game over right now. Philly just sealed the deal with the interception. They picked the ball up in the end zone, and the game is over.
Goodbye.
Philly's 2-2. Green Bay's now 3-1.
The eggs.
And I'm really surprised that
the Jello jiggling.
I'm really surprised that the Eagles pulled that one out.
I'm surprised too.
I'm very surprised. But like I said, if Carson Wentz plays the way he played, not just look out Philly, but look out the whole league because, just like Kenny said, Carson Wentz can be that next Dan Marino.
He just needs to stay healthy.
On steroids, though, because he can run.
That part.
And with that being said,
You say Dan Marino? I say Jim Kelly.
No, Dan Marino, because that boy got a release. That boy is special. He can throw the ball.
Okay,
and plus he can run.
You know
and
what?
he can pass.
You know what? Y'all know what this is. The name game. We gotta get into this right now. I don't know, Jamal, if you played this.
Yeah, I played this game a few times.
So, our first name is Jota. Jota. That's it. This guy has one game. One name.
He had a good game.
Jota.
Jota had a good game.
Jota. It sounds like Joker. So I'm going to go with a good game because I like the Joker. He's hard.
Yes, he did. He had a goal in the 22nd minute as Aston Villa beats Brighton 3-1. Second one is Santana.
I like Santana, the singer, so I'm going to go with him. Good game.
Bad game.
You're a hater.
No, I'm not.
He's a hater, too.
Kenny? Kenny was right. Danny Santana, the Texas Rangers, he hit a grand slam today. 4 RBIs and a 7-5 win over the Red Sox. Next one is Vargas.
Good game.
Bad game.
Yeah, I'm going to go bad game.
You going to switch it on me?
Yeah, bad game.
Both bad games, good game?
Bad game.
Jason Vargas, Phillies pitcher, 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, and a home run, 5 walks in the 6-3 loss against the Nationals. Nationals swept them out of the playoffs. This is an easy one. Your boy Keenum.
Good game.
Keenum. Kenny. Last name Keenum.
Good game.
Bad game.
You already know Case Keenum. 30 for 43, 332 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, sacked 4 times in that 31-15 debacle versus the Bears. It wasn't even that close. And the last name is Haxabonovich. Haxabonovich.
That sounds like some bad mouthwash. I'm going to say a bad game.
I'm going to say a good game.
And you can't even say your own name at that point.
Kenny? Saeed Haxabonovich. He had a goal in the 7th minute, and Ncaa beat, I can't even say their name, 4-0 in the Swedish league.
All right, new rule, man. You got to be able to pronounce the name and the team. And we should, if you're going to go with soccer, you should go with the Bundesliga league only.
Sultan.
The Bundesliga. You ever heard of the Bundesliga?
The dude from LA Galaxy?
No, the Bundesliga.
It's the German league soccer.
Can we play the Cleveland song?
Play
the Cleveland song, man. Roll it for Jamal can hear it. Anyway, the Bundesliga is a soccer league, the German soccer league.
Bundesliga?
Oh, it's my favorite soccer league, the Bundesliga.
Bundesliga.
Right, the Bundesliga. I just like the name. It feels good.
That sounds like some horrible week went wrong.
Cleveland today, Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Come and look at both of our buildings. Buy some food that's prepared near the street. Who knows, you might even see this guy. You should come on down to West 6th Street. It's the perfect place if you're a douchebag. Watch the poor people all wait for buses. Who looks up still uses a payphone. Here's the place where there used to be industry. This train is carrying jobs out of Cleveland. Cleveland leads the nation in drifters. Here's a statue of Moses Cleveland. He's the guy who invented Cleveland. Yeah!
Shout out to Baker Mayfield.
Where do I get that from?
Thanks everybody for watching the show. Thanks everybody for sharing, liking, commenting. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week. More NFL talk, more baseball. The playoffs is going to be set probably next week. So we're going to talk about Major League Baseball playoffs. We'll be back. DJ Vex and the Basement Tapes is next. So keep it locked right here, radiophoenix.org. We out.
Yo.
Keep it 1 million.
1,000,001 keep.
Oh man, I got a long drive. You do, brother. You got a mission.
I bought a house, Vex.
Where you going to?
Casa Grande.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Word.
I don't have traffic anymore, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know what traffic is.
Driving here, you do.
Basically,
I go
Las
to Chandler.
Vegas.
I go to Chandler. I don't drive anymore, bro.
I'm the type that's gon' go get it.
You take the 3 and 7.
Break it down and switch in front of your feelings. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings.
I don't drive anymore. You ain't driving, that's all better.
You gotta keep the devil in his hole.
The only time I drive is Thursday.
But you know how to go. I'm front line every time it's on. 100 pro flow. Running shoot pro. 458 drop. Playing bulletproof zone.
Thanks everybody for watching. Peace out.
Circle got smaller, everybody can't go.